So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to South Seminole Middle School here in Castleberry, Florida, for the second game of today's ladies basketball doubleheader, as the South Seminole Hurricanes will take on the Lawton Chiles Panthers. Hurricanes quickly working up court. Cortland Cicerone for Ariana Woodard. Woodard, floater in the lane, rolls it home. And here we go. And immediately the Hurricanes into their press. Ariana Woodard, Kaylin Lane, Maddie Ward, Cortland Cicerone is your starting lineup, along with Malia Bryant. Lawton Chiles with the basketball, stolen away. Ariana Woodard. Woodard racing down court, easy laying off the glass and through.
Hey man, the Hurricanes off the way, hot start. Coach Downey definitely still on them. Make sure this man full court going right now. Make sure you don't lose your man and don't give up the easy basket. And Woodard, the one-woman wrecking machine with a block and 4 points to her name.
Reagan Fitzgerald, the shot taken away by Woodard. She'll streak down court. Hurricanes with the basketball. Woodard, free throw line. Floater, bam! 6-0. And one of the things Coach Downey had mentioned this week, this is a team that has never beaten Lawton Chiles. And it's a whole lot of frustration, and they are letting it out in the first 2 minutes of the quarter.
Absolutely. You got to look, but you got to keep the foot on the pedal, because you know Lawton Chiles has that second gear, especially when you get into the second, third, fourth quarter.
Lawton Chiles, after a missed shot, works it inside with the basket. That is Kayla Argueta. And now the Hurricanes will walk it up court. It'll be Ariana Woodard, the sixth grader. High arcing pass intended for Cicerone. Knocked back to Woodard. Woodard into the lane. There's that floater. Can't get it to fall. Cicerone the rebound and the putback. That won't go. Rebound tapped into the corner, out of bounds. It'll be Panthers basketball.
And one thing that the Hurricanes definitely have with Miss Cicerone and Cortland down low, they have a huge size advantage. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see Woodard or Maddie Ward tossing the ball into Cortland from time to time to take advantage of that height advantage down low.
Panthers into the far side. Now they'll work it down low into the paint. Several steps taken backwards. Shot up, no good. Rebound taken by Cortland Cicerone. Cicerone trying to dribble out of trouble. Now she'll get it to Ariana Woodard. Woodard running this team from the point into the front court with it. Woodard for Cicerone. Cicerone for three. Misses everything but the kitchen sink. And it might have missed that too as it goes out of bounds.
It was not very close. Not at all. However, Hurricanes still up 4, and the team still looks energized. Good thing about this is we already have 6 players on the court, so maybe Cortland's going to come off here for a quick breather.
Azani Austin now on the court. Austin, one of the team's 8th graders. She will come on. Cortland Cicerone will set down. Reagan Fitzgerald with it for Lawton Chiles. Fitzgerald runs into Maddie Ward. Bounce pass, nice one. Through traffic, gets to Sophie Legatho, cutting to the basket. She'll lay it in. And a 4-point run right now for Lawton Chiles.
And Lawton Chiles drawing contact on that too. Could have easily been a foul on the floor, but that goes in for the Panthers for 2 points. 2-point game.
Ariana Woodard, the pass for Azani Austin. Austin shot no good. Rebound inside and the putback. That was Kaylin Lane with the deuce. Check it, Maddie Bryant with the basket. And the Hurricane lead back to 4. Reagan Fitzgerald near midcourt, defended by Woodard and Maddie Ward. They'll work it inside. Lawton Chiles, a shot no good. Rebound and putback attempt by Grace Katina.
And on the defensive end, you got to look at Coach Downey. She knows that they're doing a good job trapping on the corners, but you got to get back down low, because they're going to have some easy shots down low unless you get back.
Ball knocked away by the Panthers off a Hurricane defender and out of bounds. Panthers will get the ball back. Substitutions coming in as Sneecha Otten is in. Check it, Outen is in. There's that ball chant. Bounce pass far side. Outen picking up her defender. Bounce pass top of the key. Sophie Legatho. Legatho whistled for the traveling violation. And the Hurricanes will get the ball back. On court right now for South Seminole, it'll be Kaylin Lane, Tanisha Outen, Azani Austin, Ariana Woodard, and Cortland Cicerone. Inbound pass comes to Woodard. Woodard near side. Azani, long shot, misses everything. Hurricanes still trying to find the range from 3. Ball dropped right into the hands of Victoria Halligan. A lucky break for the Hurricanes as Halligan caught the ball and immediately stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
And it was one of those things, if she would have taken 3 inches step back, it would have been perfect. She could have just turned the ball. Bad inbounds pass by the Hurricanes. Have the Panthers going the other way. With an advantage, that gets diminished very quickly.
Kaylin Lane trying to find Cortland Cicerone, cutting to the hoop. Reagan Fitzgerald now with it for Lawton Chiles. Fitzgerald for Grace Katina. Bounce pass back near side for Sophie Legado. Legado, top of the arc. Woodard takes a swat at it. She'll get it for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald picks up the dribble. Now back for Katina. Katina for Fitzgerald. Woodard swings out to defend her. Hurricanes in their zone defense. Now back for Sophie Legado.
And Chiles looks very confident, just swinging the ball around, being patient, waiting for their opening to try to drive this ball down low.
That's Katina with it on the far side. Katina tries to bounce pass, almost throws it away. But Legado comes up with it. Legado draws a double team. Under pressure, has it knocked away. She'll go to the floor with it. Scuffle off to the ball. And on the possession arrow, the ball will go over to Lawton Chiles. Allie Starchild coming back into the game. Starchild missing a couple of games due to some calf muscle injuries.
And good to see her cleared back to playing the first game only, and then being able to come back.
Cortland Cicerone blocks the inbounds pass, gets it back quickly ahead for Ariana Woodard. Woodard can't control, knocked away. Cortland, the trailer, comes up with it. Cortland trying to force it inside for Tanisha Outen. Outen tries to send the pass for Bryant. Now a scuffle inside. Finally coming up with is Chiles as we go under a minute and a half here in the first quarter. Pressure being applied in the backcourt. Reagan Fitzgerald with it. She'll break the midcourt stripe. Coach Ryan Thompson directing things. He's assisted by Joshua Smock for Lawton Chiles.
Very interesting to see this Lawton Chiles Panthers offense operate. Very calm, cool, collected. Want to take their time, find the right opening. Coach Downing just says, sit back, don't get drawn out, because if you get drawn out, that creates gaps in the defense. So they are good with just sitting back. There should be a time going here. I'm thinking.
I think, isn't it, unless you're pressured, you can just sit there and dribble it?
It might, yeah. We might be just sitting here till the end of the quarter, which in case South Seminole will be up by 2 at the end of the quarter here. They're playing for the last ball with a minute and a half on that play. That's very interesting.
We saw the first 60 seconds where the Hurricanes came out in pressure and tried to run, and it was successful. Then Lawton Chiles has dictated the tempo of the game. 10 seconds to go now. Sophie Legado with it. Legado, they'll work it back inside. Cortland Cicerone steals it away. Cicerone will go coast to coast. Delay an attempt, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line. Well, that didn't work.
No, and a very quick turnaround time, because you got to look. I mean, Cortland ran down like the flash, got the ball down quick. With 2 seconds left, Hurricanes will have 2 shot opportunities, and the Panthers aren't going to have a shot.
80 seconds they burned off the clock and didn't even get a quality shot off. I don't think they even got a shot on the basket.
No, it was an errant pass that Cortland was able to pick off.
First free throw, Cortland Cicerone, no good. Ariana Woodard will come over, give her a little hand slap. Cortland Cicerone's second free throw up and coming. High arcing shot. Again, difficulty for the Hurricanes finding the range. And Lawton Chiles with 2 seconds to go. Fans yelling, push it up and shoot. Baseball throw from mid. Whoa!
Almost takes out a bystander. Luckily, she was looking. Otherwise, she would have been clocked on the side of the head.
Line drive throw. Reagan Fitzgerald, almost as if she saw the runner making the turn at third, trying to go home, threw a perfect baseball throw, which was great right until it almost hit a fan upside the head.
Absolutely. so far through one, you got to look at both teams. Hurricanes came out of the gate super hot, cooled off a little bit. Chiles got back into the game. It's really an even game back and forth. You can really feel that it's not going one way or the other. So hopefully the Hurricanes can come out here second quarter and recapture what they had to begin the game.
8-6 your score at the end of one quarter. Hurricanes in front. We'll take a quick break and be back. This is Hurricanes basketball. Welcome back to the second quarter. Steve Courtney in the play-by-play, along with my color man Bobby Adamowitz. Art Miles making the magic happen through the miracles of digital broadcasting hoodle-doings. Hurricanes with the basketball. Same starters that started the ball game in for South Seminole. Ariana Woodard, there's that floater. Cannot find the range, gets her own rebound, put back, that won't fall. Third time is a charm as Woodard gets it back, still working outside and reset. Back to the arc, Ariana Woodard. 3-point range, she has the range, she has the shot, fires, bang! If at first you don't succeed, take a three, it'll work out.
And that is a stat-stuffing drive right there for her. 2 rebounds, a great 3-point shot, and uncontested. So you got to look at Lawton Chiles. They're definitely going to take a step up next time she gets the 3-point range.
And unlike James Harden, she doesn't travel when she steps back.
Burn. Playoff burn.
Playoff burn. And her feet stay at a 90-degree angle with the perpendicular to the floor, unlike James Harden.
Becky Santiago coming in for Cortland Cicerone here.
So Lawton Chiles with the basketball. Whoa! Ariana Woodard. Nice defensive play. Slapped into the crowns. Almost took out Miss Wilson, the cafeteria manager, on that one.
I think it was some sort of teacher appreciation motion that she was trying to pass into the teacher section over there, with cafeteria staff and teachers alike almost taking that basketball home.
Important safety tip for future reference. Never throw basketballs at the people who make good food.
Absolutely.
Yes. Becky Santiago up with it. Santiago loses the ball onto the floor. Tanisha Outen will come up with it. Jump ball called. And Lawton Chiles will get the basketball back. They'll walk it into the front court. Reagan Fitzgerald with it. Fitzgerald for the far side for Grace Katina. Katina's wild shot is up. And I do believe she is fouled. Foul's going to be on Tanisha Outen. Her first personal foul. Call here will go to, it appears, Brianna Cochran. Reagan Fitzgerald shooting 2, misses the first free throw. Cochran is in. Tanisha Outen is out. Second free throw, bounces high off the iron. Rebound by Katina. Katina's putback drops in.
A falling backward rebounded shot. Very errant, but happens to fall in for the Panthers here to get within 3.
Check it, that was Kayla Argueta with the basketball. Hurricanes into the front court with it. Shot by Kaylin Lane, that won't drop. And it just seems that whenever the duo of Ariana Woodard and Cortland Cicerone is not on the floor at the same time, the Hurricanes a little out of sync.
I think they're looking for that ball handler. Who's going to take over and who are they going to pass it to?
Reagan Fitzgerald driving the baseline, steps on the outline.
And Woodard's still doing a good job as the ball handler, but it's when she doesn't have possession of the ball. Where is she going to be on the court? Is everyone looking for her? Those are the questions, and a stellar move by Woodard there. I'm pretty sure the Lawton Chiles defender got put into the next time zone.
Brianna Cochran tries to throw it inside, intended for, it looks like, Naisha Squire. Can't quite get it there. Lawton Chiles back the other way. Lane trying to find Woodard. Now Brianna Cochran with it. Cochran, clean lane to the basket. Has her shot blocked out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Chiles. She'll get high fives from her teammates. And now Cortland Cicerone will check back in. Ciceron is in, and Kaylin Lane takes the tap and races to the sideline.
And the Panthers absolutely got all ball there. There was no question about any sort of foul. Very clean play by the Panthers.
Becky Santiago for Woodard. Woodard, 3-ball won't fall. Santiago ties up the rebound. And on the possession arrow, that should be the Hurricanes basketball.
And give credit to Santiago. She was nowhere close to that rebound, but she made up for it by getting to where the ball was and tying up the ball for the possession arrow.
Naisha Squire inbounds for Becky Santiago. That won't fall. And the ball deflected out of bounds off the Hurricanes. It'll be Lawton Chiles basketball. Good job there by the Hurricanes to try and work it for the open shot. But they could not convert. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Hurricanes up by 3. The pace of the game has really slowed down. And good defense over on the far sideline. Second substitutes coming in. Maddie Ward is in. Azani Austin is also in. Becky Santiago and Naisha Squire are both out.
Both referees give a gaze over to each other, wondering which way the ball should go. They give it to the Panthers.
Pass. Dangerous, knocked away by the Hurricanes. Somehow Lawton Chiles comes up with it. Reagan Fitzgerald dribbles into the corner. She's forced into an out-of-bounds play. And the Hurricanes get the ball back. Ariana Woodard trying to run. Woodard into the lane. Floater. That shot is just plain stone cold filthy.
And as a defender, what do? They're pushing the ball so hard, and they're going to call that travel on Lawton Chiles. Hurricanes will get the ball again. But Woodard's just so filthy when she gets the ball, the floater. How do you defend that? She caught everyone surprised on the breakaway, and now you got to look. Lawton Chiles down by 5, and they're running this slow tempo game. So you got to think they have to kind of pick up the tempo if they're going to catch up to Hurricanes right now.
Ciceron zips the pass inside for Azani Austin. Shot won't fall. Cortland Ciceron with the rebound. Has it knocked off her body and out of bounds. Beautiful pass there inside for Azani Austin. Just could not convert it, but the Hurricanes are doing the right things to get the baskets.
Absolutely. And if you're down low, you got to go up strong. And I know Cortland had an attempt at that ball right there. Got to go up strong, especially with that size advantage. That can't be overstated.
Beautiful block shot by Cortland Ciceron on Reagan Fitzgerald.
Cortland put up the pointer finger and said, no.
That's something never usually happens to a Reagan. Their intent rejected. Vetoed, as it were.
Are you throwing out civics terms at me right now?
I am.
Wow.
What is it, May the 15th?
May the 15th.
There we
we're
go.
A couple days away from our EOC.
Ball inside, controlled by the Hurricanes. Cortland Ciceron will come out of traffic with it. Ciceron switches hands. She'll go for the 3-ball attempt. Shot will not fall. And the rebound taken by Reagan Fitzgerald.
That's something I know Coach Downey's talked to Cortland about. After shooting the shot, she's got to follow her shot. There's been a couple times this game where she could have had the attempt at the shot and the rebound. Good vision by Cortland.
Austin for Ciceron for Woodard. Can't get it to fall. But again, good job in transition by the Hurricanes. Reagan Fitzgerald in the backcourt. Referee making the count. Fitzgerald breaks the 10-second count. She has a clear lane to the basket. Runs into Azani Austin. Ball pops loose. Now Woodard will tie up. That is Grace Katina with it.
And Katina thought that would be a wide open lane to drive, and that lane closed very, very quickly, and she was met by a host of Hurricanes that did not treat her very nicely.
Brianna Cochran checks out. Chiles with the ball inside. Now they'll work it back up top for Reagan Fitzgerald. And again, last quarter we saw Lawton Chiles just dribble away the last 90 seconds and never got a shot off. This time Ariana Woodard will come out and challenge. Maddie Ward with it on the defense. Now for Fitzgerald. Between the rings for Lawton Chiles. Fitzgerald. Bounce pass near side for Victoria Halligan. Pass inside. Finds Giovanna Soledo cutting to the basket, it appears. And Soledo will knock it in, and that'll snap a Hurricane run. And Lawton Chiles back within 3 at 13-10.
And that's exactly what Chiles is wanting to do. Stretch that defense to find those open lanes, even how small they are, just to try to get that shot, open, clear shot.
Ariana Woodard trying to find a lane to the hoop, found it, then dribbled the ball off her foot and out of bounds. So turnover, and Chiles will get the ball back, trailing by 3, 1:30 to go here in the second quarter. Reagan Fitzgerald, her pass knocked away. Here comes a 2-on-1. Woodard trying to maintain her feet, somehow rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, can't hit the lay-in attempt. Cortland Cicerone knocks the ball away, and that may be one thing that Cortland needs to work on, is just clamping down on the basketball. She has the height advantage, she has the leap advantage.
Getting two hands on the ball and then going up strong afterwards. She likes to finesse the shot, which isn't bad. Just like that, she's got great hands to poke the ball free, and the pass.
Beautiful pass. Cortland to Ariana Woodard, lays it in, and that's how it's supposed to work.
And especially with the 6th grader to 7th grade connection, this is something that the Hurricanes can look forward to the following year as well.
Giovanna Soletto, turnaround jump shot, that won't fall. Rebound taken by Maddie Ward. Ward, here comes the fast break once again. Woodard calling for it. Ward's shot blocked, gets it back, tries to send it inside, no luck. 40 seconds ago, good tenacious defense of Zani Austin as she knocks it away.
And there was a lot of body on that shot by Ward. Surprised with a no call, but they're letting the girls play this game.
So inbounds pass taken by Lawton Chiles, 40 seconds remaining. And Azani Austin called for the blocking foul. Cortland Cicerone helps up Reagan Fitzgerald.
And Azani Austin has always been known for her physical play. Hopefully she can stay out of foul trouble this game to play the whole game.
Sophia Legado with it. Legado has it pulled away by Azani Austin. Good tie-up by the Hurricanes. And on the possession, the ball will go back to South Seminole. Hurricanes doing a good job of tying the ball up to get those jump shots, and they seem to benefit from it with the possession.
Absolutely. And when they get the possession, as you're saying, they're taking full advantage, driving the ball. Ariana Woodard's doing a great job with handling this ball and being a game manager with great passes like that to Azani Austin.
Ariana Woodard zips the pass inside for Azani Austin. Azani took one extra step and whistled for the traveling violation.
Some might say that's the Euro step, but I don't think that was intended.
Lawton Chiles with the basketball. They'll work it inside. Sophie Legado with it. Legado is fouled. Looks like Azani Austin with it.
And they're going to give the foul to Maddie Ward.
Maddie Ward with the foul. Bounce pass comes in for Reagan Fitzgerald.
Maddie Ward with 2 quick fouls here. Unintentional again, but the foot went out. And Lawton Chiles goes down again.
Bounce pass comes inside. That's Reagan Fitzgerald with it. Fitzgerald has it knocked away out of bounds. 3.1 seconds to go. South Seminole just keeps knocking away and burning a second here, a second there.
And they're going to call a tech on Azani Austin for hitting the ball before it was inbounded.
So, Azani Austin tapping the ball, and she'll get a technical foul. And the Hurricanes being ordered away from the defensive perimeter. Reagan Fitzgerald to shoot it, and she ices it through.
And you got to think that's a little silly mistake, but with only a few seconds left in this half, those are points, those are 2 buckets that are may hurt later in the game.
2 points, and I do believe they get the ball. So still time for a shot.
Hurricanes have been playing some really tough defense. They really need to make sure they close this half out strong.
Inbounds pass comes in. Jump ball tie-up, and Lawton Chiles will get it back again. Just 7 ticks come off the clock. Grace Katina to inbound it. Katina has her pass knocked away. Cortland Cicerone tripped up, and the foul's on Katina with the block. And with 0.2 seconds left,
And with 0.2 of the second left, Coach Thompson's pleading to his Lawton Chiles Panthers not to foul here because Hurricanes are going to have to heave up a pretty lengthy shot or just hold on to the ball like they did.
Sarai Reddy passes into Ariana Woodard. That's the horn, and that's your half. So 14 minutes in the book, 2 quarters to go. The Hurricanes out in front by 3, but certainly not in command of this game.
Absolutely. And you got to look at the play of the game. Hurricanes definitely want to keep an up-tempo team going, while the Panthers are just perfectly fine with sitting back and holding onto the ball. We're going to see how these two plays are going to go into the second half, because it's really going to be who's going to get the last shot if it keeps on going like this.
So after 2 quarters of basketball, the Hurricanes out front. Your score, Hurricanes 15, Lawton Chiles 12. We'll be back with the second half right after this. This is Hurricanes basketball. So welcome back to the second half of tonight's second game of the doubleheader. The Hurricanes and Lawton Chiles. Hurricanes will work the ball in. Maddie Ward, long 3, banks off, no good. And on the rebound, Hurricanes will control the basketball. Again, we want to send a shout out to Ms. Mary Knoll. Tonight, the Ballin' for Mary fundraiser. Ms. Knoll, hope to see her back at the school next year and hope she is doing well.
Absolutely. And her husband and daughter was in attendance today. Great to see them as well. And hopefully, Ms. Knoll, you're back. Sooner rather than later. We miss you here at South Seminole.
And also, happy belated birthday. And we will not sing. We have made a command decision that we will not subject you to that miserable assault on your auditory system.
We will instead subject to Ariana Woodard's amazing shots here that will take the Hurricanes up to a 5-point lead over the Lawton Chiles Panthers.
Woodard drives the lane straight to the hoop, lays it in. And again, that's a 5-point Hurricane lead. Lawton Chiles with the basketball. Sophie Legado with it on the baseline. Legado has it knocked away. And a quick whistle on the jump ball. And that'll go back to...
And Malia Bryant may not be the tallest player that Ms. Downey has, but by far she's one of the scrappiest. She got down there, blocked that ball, and was one of the reasons why the Panthers didn't have a clear shot to the basket there.
So Grace Katina to inbound it. It's Katina, Kayla Argueta, Reagan Fitzgerald, Victoria Halligan. Long pass knocked away by Ariana Woodard out near midcourt. And Lawton Chiles will get the basketball back once again. Bounce pass comes in for Halligan. Victoria Halligan picks up her dribble, tries to swing it cross court near side. Comes to Grace Katina. Katina, menaced by Maddie Ward and Ariana Woodard. If you can withstand the pressure of the double team, Maddie Ward reaches in. Scrum on the floor, jump ball. And on the possession of the ball will go to South Seminole.
And the referee let them scrap around for a little bit before he finally called the jump ball going the Hurricanes' way here.
Maddie Ward sporting her patriotic headband. Ariana Woodard into the ball game. Check it with the ball game. Malia Bryant checks out. Maddie Ward, 3-ball near side, will not fall. Kaylin Lane blocks out for the rebound. It'll go to Woodard. Woodard down towards the baseline, loses the dribble, gets it back, and has it knocked out of bounds. Grace Katina, tenacious defense on Ariana Woodard for Lawton Chiles. Inbounds pass for Cortland Ciceron. Ciceron trying to drive the lane. She's fouled as she goes by Victoria Halligan. First team foul for Lawton Chiles. Foul was on the floor. Inbounds pass Ariana Woodard. Woodard spot up 3. That won't fall. Ciceron knocks and taps the rebound around. Saved out of bounds by Kaylin Lane, but the Hurricanes can't control. Maddie Woodard, again, the pressure defense on Sophie Legado.
And Woodard picks it off and gets the easy 2 for the Hurricanes.
Woodard picks her pocket, gets the deuce. And now the lead is up to 7. Hurricanes coming in at 3-1 in the season. Lawton Chiles 0-4.
But it's more than just a record when you look at it, as you said earlier in the broadcast. It's really a team that has never beaten Lawton Chiles, so this opportunity here is bigger than records.
Woodard running one-hander, gets the roll, and when it's good, it's good. 6-point lead to open the quarter, 6-point run to open the quarter for the Hurricanes. The lead is now 9.
If you're the Hurricanes, you got to keep the pedal on the gas. They started the exact same way in the first quarter.
Cortland Cicerone with the block, knocks it right to Ariana Woodard. Woodard streaking down court, laying automatic. And the Hurricanes now out to an 11-point lead, and Coach Thompson has seen enough for Lawton Chiles. He wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 23-12, Hurricanes by 11, threatening to run away with it. Back after this. This is Hurricanes basketball. Welcome back to South Seminole. 4:11 to go here in the third quarter. Hurricanes on a 8-0 run to open the third. They lead by 11. Lawton Chiles with the basketball. Victoria Halligan tries to work it inside. Good hustle by Kaylin Lane. Can't quite control it. Chiles will get the ball back, this time on the baseline.
And that was a prime example of the way the trap should be done and bouncing back to cover your player. A little bit of a shove there by the Hurricanes. Called on Stanisha.
Stanisha Outen with the foul. That's her first personal. Check it, second personal, first team foul. Chiles with the ball on the baseline. High arcing pass comes out right into the hands of Ariana Woodard. Woodard streaking up court, turns on that extra gear, and one. And you have to give credit to Sophie Legado, the defender for Lawton Chiles. She played it perfectly. She overtook Woodard, had the angle, got called for the foul, and that ball was going in. There was no way to defend that shot, short of clubbing her to the ground. Woodard misses it. Everybody kind of, I think, forgot that Woodard made the basket. So 25-12 now the Hurricane lead. Lawton Chiles after the rebound. Sophie Legado with it. Legado trying to drive on Allie Starchild. She'll kick it near side for Halligan. Halligan's shot is up, no good. Rebound controlled by Squire. Naisha Squire tries to get it for Cortland Cicerone. Becky Santiago ties up a Chiles player. Now near side, Victoria Halligan with it. Halligan outside for Legado, and a jump ball called.
And Woodard just puts her hands in there, grabs the ball, and forces the jump ball, which this time will be going to be the Panthers' ball, but that'll pay dividends later on in the game.
So Legado throws it into the backcourt. Woodard comes up with it, and easy peasy lemon squeezy, the easy lay-in. That was like it was almost designed to be a pass to Ariana Woodard. Yeah.
At that point, it was almost from the same angle that you practice before a game, little layup lines.
So 27-12 now the score. Regardless, scoreboard having some minor glitches as we go under 3 minutes remaining. Victoria Halligan with the shot, short, right into the hands of Allie Starchild, and Starchild whistled for the traveling violation.
And even though Allie Starchild, who just got in the game, gets the travel, good to see her back on the court after that injury early on in the year. And it's also good to see this Hurricanes team full strength going into the tournament this weekend.
Cortland Cicerone comes off as Brianna Cochran comes in, another jump ball. And this time the ball will go to the Hurricanes. Ariana Woodard telling Becky Santiago to come bring the ball in. Santiago hustles back, gives it for Woodard. Now Becky Santiago racing up court to be in position. And the horn sounds, not exactly sure why.
And it looks like we got it back. Looks like there were some glitches with the scoreboard here.
So Brianna Cochran to inbound the ball. She gets it in for Allie Starchild. Back up top of the key, Ariana Woodard. Woodard running one.
Was that from the hip?
It's not even fair. Ariana Woodard pulls a page out of the Dalton boys manual and gunslings it from the hip for the easy deuce.
I think maybe for this fourth quarter, we're going to get an eye patch out, tie one hand behind her back, and see if it's even a fair game.
Hurricane foul on Naisha Squire as she fouls Sophie Legado. Cortland Ciceron comes in, and Ariana Woodard comes off with a smile. She'll get a high five from Coach Downey. Some things are just not fair.
Just give her some rest. That's all.
Just give her some rest.
Don't get hurt.
And now Lawton Chiles has to deal with Cortland Ciceron. Sophie Legado with the ball. She'll get it for Grace Katina, and Katina throws it over the backboard.
And credit the Hurricanes defense. There really hasn't been any clean shots for the Panthers this second half. They really turned it on to ultra defensive mode to make sure the Panthers don't get a clean shot.
Naisha Squire with a shot near side after the pass from Ciceron. Long rebound taken by Victoria Halligan. Halligan immediately double teamed by Brianna Cochran and Becky Santiago. Halligan ahead for Grace Katina. Katina into the backcourt with it after it's knocked away. Now Sophie Legado with it. Legado into the lane, dishes it off. And again, Cameron Antico, it appears this time. Check it, that was Kayla Argueta, throws it over top of the backboard. 1:04 remaining here in the third quarter. Hurricanes on a 15-0 run here this quarter. Cortland Ciceron called for the offensive foul as she puts the shoulder down and steamrolls Sophie Legado.
I think Cortland maybe thought that she could run through somebody and get away with it. Not the case. Gets the charge pretty easily, and Panthers with the ball here.
So Cortland, Lawton Chiles up court. Legado back to her feet. Her pass out, deflected away. Cochran comes up with it. And Brianna Cochran, again, is going to dump truck somebody as Sophie Legado hit hard for the second time. And that's one thing that you have noticed today so far for the Hurricanes. A couple times in this game, a couple times in the first game. They have committed some pretty physical fouls.
Absolutely. And none of it obviously intentional, but they are playing some hard defense.
Katina inbound, stolen by Naisha Squire. Squire throws it right back to Katina. Katina, three-point attempt off the glass, won't fall. Rebound deflects away, and it'll say a touch to Hurricanes player as Giovanna Salado tried to chase it down. 26 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, I should say.
And Panthers are going to have to pick up the pace here, which they're trying to do. But you can tell that's definitely not their game plan. They definitely like to play slow, find their spots, give and go passes to try to get open shots, and they're going to kind of be rushed here, down 18 with the final ticks going away here in the third quarter.
Becky Santiago inbounds it for Naisha Squire. Squire trying to find Azani Austin down low, throws it over Azani's head and out of bounds. And Lawton Chiles will get it back.
Squire,
14 ticks remaining. Azani Austin, pressure in the backcourt for Katina. Katina picked up by Brianna Cochran. Grace Katina tripped up by Brianna Cochran again.
And Coach Downey on the sideline, they're adamant about telling her team to step back, let them come off, do not press. You're up 18. There's no rule against it, but just kind of get back into defense, get back in formation with only a couple seconds left.
10th of a second left on the clock as Azani Austin swats away the inbounds pass. Grace Katina in with it. And just for giggles, Azani Austin swats that out of bounds as well. So we've got 7 minutes to go. The Hurricanes pitch a shutout in the third quarter, outscoring Lawton Chiles 15-0. We'll be back with the final quarter after this. This is Hurricanes basketball.
Yeah.
So we go to the fourth quarter, 30-12. The Hurricanes up by 18. As they're in command over the Lawton Chiles Panthers. And now you're going to see some players further down the bench for Coach Downey getting some time on the court. Maddie Ward with the basketball. Ward streaking up the far side. Ward with the runner, cannot fall. Nice follow-up by Tanisha Squire with it. Soraya Reddy also on court, and his body's hit the floor. Another jump ball called.
And Ward definitely pushed that pass, or pushed that shot, taking a little second, taking time. They know they're still up 18, but take your time, take up the layup. A little bit of miscommunication in the inbounds pass there. Stanisha zigged when she should have zagged.
Keith Jackson making his every game announcement. Students, please call your parents. A friendly way of saying we don't care where you go, but you got to get up out of here. Panthers with the basketball. Grace continue to battle. Katina for Halligan. Back to Katina. Katina the wild shot. She'll just throw it out of bounds. And chasing it down will be Shanisha Outen. Outen, Maddie Ward, Soraya Reddy, Z Gordon, and Azani Austin. Maddie Ward, nice handoff for Azani Austin. Austin passes it. Well, 3-ball attempted. Z Gordon with it. Gordon, the shot back to Maddie Ward. Ward, nice move to shake the defender. Baseline shot. Floater won't fall. Z with the rebound. Check it, that's Soraya Reddy with the rebound. Reddy trying to hand it to Shanisha Outen. And a crash as bodies go down again. And on this possession now, the ball will go to Lawton Chiles. So Lawton Chiles has now gone almost 8.5 minutes without scoring a basket.
And you got to credit some of that to the Hurricanes defense.
And there I go.
Point. Yep.
Sophia Legado with the basket snaps the run of the Hurricanes at 15. And that'll make it 30-14 as the Hurricane lead cut to 16. 5.5 to go in the ball game. Maddie Ward with the basketball. Ward arcing the pass inside, looking for Zyteria Gordon. And the whistle blows, and they're still battling for the basketball.
And the Hurricanes running a very 8th grade heavy lineup right now. Maddie Ward, the only underclassman, being a 7th grader. Everybody else, a 7th grader. And Soraya Reddy didn't quite come in bounds when that ball came back to her. Otherwise, if she was in bounds, she was in a very good position with very few people between her and the basket.
Sophie Legado will dribble up court for Lawton Chiles. Legado, top of the arc. Switching hands in the dribble. Soraya Reddy, hands up, defending her. Bounce pass for Victoria Halligan. Halligan tries to send it back inside. And it's Kayla Argueta with it. Jump ball. Eventually called.
They're going to call South Seminole ball. It looked like Lawton Chiles was trying to call a timeout while she was down on the ground. The referee said that it was already tied up and he was not able to call the timeout.
Maddie Ward with it. Ward into the key. Dids it back out for Azani Austin. As Austin, the shot will not fall. Hurricanes control the rebound and another jump ball, and here we go again. That's the one thing you see in often cases, the drop-off between the first team and the second team is the inability to dribble out or make the effective outlet pass. And it's one thing the girls will continue to learn the more they play the game. And you see it also with the 7th graders in the JV, 6th and 7th graders in the JV team, boys team as well.
Absolutely. And it's something that it's very innate in a player, especially first learning the game. As soon as you get the ball and you see people around you, crash down. And that's something that you have to fight the instinct to dribble the ball out, kick it out to your guards, and let's start over with a new play. So hopefully these girls, obviously over the summer, Coach Downey has a very tight-knit group here. They can work on that and improve into next year.
Nice Esquire for Becky Santiago. Santiago steps back, can't get the shot to fall. Rebound bounces away. Z Gordon chases it down. Can't quite keep it in bounds though. As we come up on the 4-minute mark. More substitutions on court. Soraya Reddy, Becky Santiago. Naisha Squire. Also want to give credit to the Hurricanes' assistant coaches, Julie Estremera and Raylan Washington. Former players have come back to help out. Also the team's manager, Shemaiah Squire.
One thing Coach Downey and Ellerby have done a great job is building a community within the girls basketball team. They do anything and everything for these girls. It's good to see a lot of them come back, especially for games, help coach, just like those girls right there.
Here's Naisha Squire with it. Squire, the pull-up three. That won't hit. Good hustle by Becky Santiago chasing after it. Allie Starchild on court as well right now for the Hurricanes. Checking into the ball game, Karina Carrier for Lawton Chiles. Grace Katina will come out. Looks like Azani Austin doing some quick, possibly a cramp. We see her working on a water bottle, possibly a cramp in her foot. Sophie Legado with it. Malia Bryant, big smile on her face, ready to check in as we come up on the 3-minute mark remaining in the basketball game. Legado with it. Bounce pass to Victoria Halligan. Knocked away by Squire. Soraya Reddy called for the travel, and yeah.
She spun around, didn't dribble, took a couple steps. The hometown crowd down there on the 40-yard line are a little upset with that.
If you put her on skates, it would be a pirouette that Christy Yamaguchi would have been proud of.
Absolutely.
Yes. .240 to go. Here in the third quarter, Hurricanes trying to close it out. They lead by 16, 30-14. And upcoming this weekend, I believe, is the tournament. It is here at South Seminole. And hopefully the ladies will advance out of it and make it to the Final Four.
And they have a very good chance. If you look at this team, we're going full strength. No one's hurt going into the game. They've been hot as of late, especially with this game right here. A few tweaks that Coach Downey's going to work on between now and Saturday, but the team looks red hot going into this weekend.
Victoria Halligan with the basketball. She'll lose it. Hurricanes get it back. Allie Starchild with it into the front court. Starchild, far side of the arc as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Starchild thinks about the three, sends it for Naisha Squire. Squire's shot in and out, won't stay. Chiles with a rebound. That's Navi Wynn. First time we've seen her in the ball game. And now Coach Thompson will take a timeout for Lawton Chiles. And again, in case this is our last shindig, Bobby, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Absolutely.
Want to make sure we thank you now. Again, Mr. Miles, thank you for making us. We do the easy part. You make the pictures look good. It's easy to talk over the video that you give us. Also want to thank all the people who watch us, listen to us. I think some of our broadcasts are up to 500 views. We appreciate all the players, all the parents, everybody who shares us to get us exposure to South Seminole basketball. It's something we really enjoy doing and definitely hope to continue it as we go forward. But hopefully, again, the tournament's this weekend, the ladies here, the gentlemen not here, but again, both teams, I think from what we've seen, you have to consider that they have a good chance to move out of the tournament as one of those two top teams and into that Final Four situation.
And even JV boys right now sitting at 4-0 have an opportunity. They're facing a 4-0 JV Lawton Chiles team today, so depending on the outcome of that game, we could have 3 teams going into a tournament this weekend.
Which is fantastic. 1:51 remaining. Hurricanes with their windmill defense. It is a sight to see. Sophie Legado with it. Legado, Karina Carrier, Victoria Halligan, Kayla Argueta, and Navi Wynn on court for Lawton Chiles. For the Hurricanes, get everybody's name said, Malia Bryant, Naisha Squire, Allie Starchild, Becky Santiago, and Zyteria Gordon. Becky Santiago dribbles into the front court with it. Santiago, nice switch hands on the dribble. Loses it, gets it back. Forces the pass to Z. Gordon. Gordon's shot up just behind the backboard and out of bounds. And I do believe we have probably seen the last of the Hurricane starters tonight with a 14-point lead and $1:20 to go in the ball game.
And this is great, valuable time, especially for these second stringers come in here. Good defensive form, making sure that they get their playing time, because you never know what might happen during the tournament this weekend.
Minute 10 remaining. Karina Carrier with the ball for Lawton Chiles. She'll zip it far side to Wynn. Wynn defended by Z. Gordon. Back up top for Carrier. Now Sophie Legado with it. Legado for Halligan. Victoria Halligan dribbles around the arc as we come up on 50 seconds remaining. And a foul called against the Hurricanes. Naisha Squire. So we're going to try something a little bit new. As we're sending Bobby Adamowitz, we're going to try and get him courtside for a post-game interview. Going to see how this works. So Hurricanes, 36 seconds to go, in command, 30-16. And walking it up court will be Naisha Squire. Squires the ball knocked away and out of bounds. The basketball will go to Lawton Chiles. Inbounds pass comes in. Wild shot, rebound taken by Becky Santiago. Santiago has it knocked to the near side. Squire on 1 foot, tippy toes it up. Nice play ahead for Becky Santiago. Santiago into the lane, can't get the ball to fall. Naisha Squire with the rebound, that won't fall. We're under 10 seconds remaining. Allie Starchild can't get it to fall. Lawton Chiles with the basket, or the rebound I should say. Clock ticking off, 3, 2, 1. There is your game. And the Hurricanes with the win. And it appears that they will advance. Bobby Adamowitz heading down courtside.
Test.
And right now, Coach Mr. Adamowitz trying to get, as soon as we can get our Coach Downey for a post-game interview. And again, your final score, the Hurricanes winning at 30-18. And a great win for South Seminole. Right now, the players coming onto the court. And we're trying something new. This is going to be something we've actually got my color man, Bobby Adamowitz, down on the court as he is trying to get a hold of Coach Downey for a post-game interview. Roving reporter. So the team right now at midcourt, hugging it up, celebrating it out. And now we're going to throw it down to Bobby Adamowitz courtside with the victorious coach, Brianna Downey.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cornia. We've got Coach Downey here for the excellent win right here. What were the keys to the game for your girls tonight?
Stop talking. Definitely defense. We had to play defense, tough defense, get transition, and we had to make our layups.
All right. What message do you have to send to these excellent 8th grade girls that you have going into the tournament this weekend?
They're an amazing group. They just need the confidence, and they can go all the way.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Ms. Downey. Back to you, Mr. Cornia.
Thank you, Coach Adamowitz. Thank you, Coach Downey. And congratulations on the win, which sends the Lady Hurricanes into the tournament on a winning note. And Mr. Adamowitz, if you can hear me, I couldn't quite hear the interview, but looking ahead, what did Coach Downey have to say about the game?
So definitely a great job on defense. She wants to make sure that they keep level-headed going into the next game. These girls, 8th grade girls, have made a milestone improvement from the time that they started as 6th graders. So definitely they need the confidence moving forward, but a great job today. But moving forward, defense has been the strong point, and they want to continue that moving on.
With the win today, how does that set up for them this weekend?
So they are currently sitting at 4-1. It depends how the rest of the division shakes out. So they will be sitting at either a 1 or a 2 seed. Very good, potentially with a bye. So we'll see how that pans out for the girls.
And that is what you definitely want to see happen. And again, last year, the Hurricanes, successful in their weekend tournament, advanced to the midweek Final Four. We're hoping that we can duplicate that for at least one of the Hurricanes teams. So the JV team, tonight, a tough defeat, but the varsity came through. An easy win over Lawton Chiles, 30-18 the final, and it sets them up well for this weekend. You'll get the pictures. We may not be able to broadcast. It will depend on the schedule. But if this is our last time talking, it has been our pleasure to bring this season of basketball to you, both the boys and the girls. Bobby Adamowicz, it's been a pleasure to work with you. Thank you very much for all your help, Mr. Miles. You make it easy giving me the great pictures to work with. That's going to do it for today from South Seminole Middle School. For my color man, Bobby Adamowicz, for my videographer, Art Miles, for all the victorious ladies today, we thank you for joining us. No matter where you be, we thank you once again for spending the season with us. We hope to see you at the tournament and beyond. Steve Cornia thanking you once again and reminding you that no matter where you go, there you are. But since you're there, thanks for being here. So long, everybody.